Greetings, sir. Welcome to Humanist TV show. Please, may we know you?
I remain Obasi Ikechukwu, Director Advocacy, Humanist Advocacy Consult, and I am equally an indigenous son of Okposi in Asa. Thank you for having me.
Humanist TV gathered that Aju Okposi 2023 is today, sir.
Yes, and I'm happy to see our drop was in 2023 because of what it really and actually signifies.
But most Christians shy away from this because it is just a mere traditional religious event.
That is a misconception. Christianity promotes white supremacy and the indigenous events. They make you think that white indigenous wedding is divinely ordained. I am not surprised because actually Christianity is a white religion.
Moving away from that, what does Aju really mean?
Well, thank you for that question. In our Okposi indigenous calendar, it signifies, crossover to New Year and a New Year.
Because of your promotion of Aju Okposi, it is rumored that you are a traditional religious person, whereas claiming to be a secular humanist.
Well, I am a secular humanist and I still maintain that. Yes, I'm a secular humanist. And Aju Okposi is an indigenous secular event. In a secular society, you have freedom of religion, you have freedom of choice, you have freedom of belief, you have freedom of opinion. So there's freedom of religion and belief. And a person in such context like Nigeria, where under Section 10 of the 1999 Constitution guarantees secularism, has certain right to celebrate any event at all, such as Aju Festival being an indigenous event that represents our crossover and the New Year and a New Year. So you have the right to celebrate it in your unique and peculiar style, and that does not make you what you are not. Do you get?
Let us come to that. You spoke about Aju being an indigenous secular event. Can you throw more light on that?
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. The question should have come before now. What Aju Okposi and related events really signifies is, as I said earlier, crossover to New Year and a New Year in our indigenous calendar. Every tribe has a way of counting time. If not that, the Roman people, through their imposed civilization, made their Gregorian calendar an acceptable one now. Would we be having this narrative today, if not for colonialism, where some people come with their culture to establish it? And I'm not saying yes. That is why I want Africans to stop always clamoring. Let's fight and actually register one thing in the global world. Yes, not always clamoring. So it's not a religious event. It's a secular event, and religious people should stop hijacking everything. Let us not forget that the first January Gregorian New Year that all of us know is originated from the white man. It's not indigenous, but this is our indigenous way of counting time, and time counts for everyone, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are religious or non-religious like me. So time counts for you. So in such event, secular event, you can decide to celebrate it in your peculiar style.
What about the rituals, sir?
The ritual? Every religion has its own ritual. Traditional religious people choose to do their rituals with the animals. Do you understand? But for the Christians, they do it with the bread and wine, in memory of the Christ that they believe in. So they do it with the bread and wine. Do you get it?
Why is it that only traditionalists seems to celebrate the festival?
Yes, religious fanaticism and misconception. The missionaries made our people to see our indigenous event as barbaric. So it's a misconception. I encourage our people to embrace critical thinking and grow in knowledge. I also encourage them to embrace peace and unity, because disunity and disarmity result in retarded growth. So you can decide, Aju is a good event. You can decide not to celebrate, as I said earlier, freedom of event, freedom of belief. For some sects, don't even celebrate it, like the Russellites. Are not even celebrating.
Thank you for being on the show, Justin.
Thank you for having me.